Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Flipped, and this movie is directed by Rob Reiner, and it came out in 2010. And I only watched it because it was Rob Reiner, and like I've said already, a bunch of his movies are leaving Netflix shortly, and by the time this gets up, I'm pretty sure they'll all be gone. Or it'll be the last day before they're all gone, and I thought, I'll check out what I can in the meantime. And this movie I thought sucked. I didn't like any of it, really. I found it to be very slow despite only being 90 minutes, and I didn't like any of the characters in this film either. I didn't connect with the story, and one of my biggest problems with this movie is not necessarily the structure of the film, because it's pretty much just showing you both sides of this love story, both the boy and the girl's perspectives, and it keeps cutting back between both of them, and they have narration throughout the entire film. However, where I start to take issue with that is that they don't put these characters through anything interesting. They're not likable characters, and everything that happens in this film story wise, it's just all basic, by the numbers, and just been done before, and filled with a bunch of things that I'm already kind of sick of. And it's not even really like a romance film. It's like, oh, it's a crush thing story. I don't know how to properly communicate to my crush. And I found that to be kind of obnoxious, and it was very repetitive. I never once felt any sense of progression throughout the entire film. I was basically just trapped in this one little cage in which, okay, are we going to have these characters interact with one another, or are they just going to go their separate ways? After a certain point, I was like praying for something to happen, and I was honestly hoping that they would just go their separate ways and never see each other again, because that's how irritated, annoyed at this concept I was with them just going back and forth. And I wish this was just a short film, because it would have worked a lot better, in my opinion, because it doesn't need to be feature length. You could have summarized all these things within, like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes. The movie would have been a lot better. And sure, I guess part of the point of the movie is that it's supposed to be taking place over the course of like 6 years. And if you would make it shorter, maybe possibly you would lose some of the impact. But as someone who did not feel anything while watching this movie, like positively, like the emotions that you were intended to feel, I would have preferred that version. And thank you, Netflix, for letting me watch this at 1.5 times speed. Definitely made a lot of things less painful, and all the side characters in this movie are just characters that are kind of touched on. You have a couple interesting things to them, maybe, but the film never fully fleshes them out or develops them. It kind of just hints at certain things, but never really goes anywhere with these things. And as a result, I just feel as though my time is being wasted with all these things. Like, give me one or the other. Just either have some interesting characters and flesh everything out, or just really focus on this, I guess, romance story that you're trying to tell. And it just never once felt like it fully committed for what I would like to see. It was all surface level. It was never anything past that. There were emotional beats sprinkled throughout the film that I never once felt. I never felt satisfied with any moment or implied progression of the story. I just felt nothing throughout this entire film. And there were parts of this movie that were just mostly harmless. And I would describe most of this movie harmless, but the fact that this movie just took way too long for anything to get going, and just felt like a huge waste of time with a bunch of fake drama that I don't care about, with characters that I could care less about. I just really felt as though this movie left a sour taste in my mouth, and apparently there's a lot of people who really like this movie and really connect with it, but This wasn't what I was looking for in a film, sadly, so skip this movie if you ever come across it, would be my recommendation. I just got nothing out of it, and I just left kind of angry. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Flipped a 3 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Flipped, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Graduate. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.